Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable.
Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. The Steelers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Pickett going to keep it himself. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Pickett. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know,
and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Back to throw. Whitlock. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Mooney. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And it'll be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Mooney, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's Mitchell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On second down, here's Mitchell. Always got some breathing room. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 10-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Elijah Mitchell, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Whitlock. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock steps away to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down now, Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. On second down, Mooney. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. In motion, Hill. On second down now, Mooney. brought down just outside of the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Whitlock. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Mooney, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Whitlock. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through it. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Whitlock. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Mooney, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Whitlock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Flush to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw again. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mooney, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Whitlock. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Whitlock being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Mooney, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down now, Mooney, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple, down inside the 35 to the 34.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Whitlock. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Give running right is Mitchell. Down to about the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling.
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
Well, Charles,